Sorry, probably nobody wants to see coughing right now. This is just a short little video because I was one of those people that was pile number 2. I don't know if you guys watch Stargirl, the Practical Witch, but I do. I am one of her big fans, I think. Big fan for me anyway. And anyways, she just did this video reviewing fates of different people for May. And it was just another video that was really incredible. It was just right on target. And I just wanted to say it was really hard for me to hear because I think I know what it is that I've been trying to deny or pretend wasn't really there. The truth is, I love my guitar and I truly love music and I truly love writing music, but I've always felt like a sort of natural failure. Because, like, listen to that. If I had been drawing instead, it would have been a completely different experience. And I've just always felt really inadequate when it came to music and really embarrassed. My mom was this amazing singer, and it came so naturally to her, like, excelling at it. And, you know, she could play anything and it would sound pretty amazing, with the exception of the guitar. And I've been really, really resisting going back to it because I love it and I know that I'm not at it where I should be if I hadn't gotten frustrated with myself so many times and stopped. But your reading reminded me, actually, it was kind of like it was talking right to me. It really felt like it was talking right at me. And thank you, because it was the wake-up call that I needed. You know, the other day in one of our states, they told everyone to go back to, well, the outside world, really, and that basically quarantine was almost over. And it dawned on me that quarantine is almost over. And I hadn't been practicing this the way I wanted to. If when quarantine ends, I want to say that I'm comfortable with this. I want to say that I'm comfortable with this. And I'll be comfortable with this because I'll be comfortable with this. And I started thinking maybe I was just being silly, but no, I wasn't being silly. And I really appreciate that reading because it reminded me that I need to get back to doing what really matters to me, which is my music, no matter how scary it is. And no matter how much of a huge change it is, because usually, for instance, I paint. Like, I'm not going to show the painting right now because it's not about that, but usually I paint and I write and I illustrate. I don't usually do this. I usually dream about doing this, but there's no excuse not to do this right now. So thank you, Star Girl, the Practical Witch, so much. And anyone who's watched my channel before knows what my darkness was that I was coming from. But for me, it was my mom, my dog, and my grandfather all just passed away very recently. And one of the things that I've been kind of trying to ignore or devalue is that my mom has come to me and talked to me, does all the time. And my grandfather has too. And there have been so many times when I realized I had stopped breathing and while I was dreaming, and my dog came to me and she led me out and she woke me back up. And I would go looking for her, the place where I had seen her, and I'd realize she was dead. but it doesn't change anything because she still saved me. And that's happened a couple of times now. She always did. I feel like she's able to reach me on a level now that's even stronger than when she was alive. But she was always definitely one of our girls. This is my dog, Trudette. I still have two. But anyway, thank you so much for that video. I really appreciate it. And I was starting to feel really left out. And watching that video actually reminded me, hang on a second, I have these movie dates with one of my good friends, and I've had this feeling lately. It's more than a feeling. I've been meeting so many different people that were on the same wavelength as me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, like on a deeper level. And I'm not used to doing that. And I've met them all very recently. And it's been great in that way. But then also recently, I made this new friend that I really feel is like she was one of those missing best friends, and maybe she wasn't really missing, because it turns out she actually lived in my neighborhood that entire time. But sometimes major change has to happen just for us to see that person who was right there, apparently. And anyways, just thank you very much for that video. I really appreciate it. I was from pile number 2, and whoever, I know this isn't really important. Sometimes people want to go ahead and call bullshit whenever you talk about cards or runes or anything else. I do runes, I don't do cards. I wish that I did, because the cards are just so beautiful and intricate, but I do runes. And anyways, yeah, I mean, I would just say to anyone who doesn't believe, not that it really matters or that we should pay attention to that anyway, but um, each one of your readings, like they follow a real pattern, they follow a real arc. At least for me, they have. And anyways, just thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And obviously, I'm a big fan, and I'm gonna go ahead and really practice this now, like for real. And then one day I'll come back on and I'll play something and I'll sound good like it did 5 seconds ago before I press record or stream or whatever it is on here. Yeah. So let's see if I can do it like I was practicing and this thing happened. So this is practice for now, but almost there. It's almost something good, and it's going to be something great because I really need to hear what you said. And thanks again for making those videos. We really appreciate it out there in YouTube land. Bye. Blessed be. Let's see, let me turn it off. Bye. Good night.